think one of the major keys in having and attaining longevity in the industry is just to remember not to make music for the moment. Remember to make music that's classic, that'll last, that they'll want to play 10 years from now. Music that crosses over into different genres. Study markets. Don't just make the music that you want to hear. Study markets and make music for Canada, make music for Africa, make music for China, Mexico, just make sure you tap it, because it's a whole world out there, and music is a universal language. Even though they may not speak your language, the music will speak to them as long as it's genuine and it's broad. The biggest misconception of me is that I'm some gangster, hardcore female that'll just smack you for saying hi type of thing. And I guess kind of because I'm so hard in the booth, that's just the competitive side of me. I just feel like when I get in the booth, I just need to go hard because I just got a point to prove. Chicago, we don't really get our just due when it comes to the hip-hop industry. We got so many artists here that just go without any shine, and I'm fighting for that. So that's not necessarily my demeanor. So when people talk to me and have a conversation with me, they're like, "Oh my God, you're nothing like what I thought you were." So that's the biggest misconception of me. I love articulating. I love to read. I love learning. I like to have intelligent conversations with people. If I can't learn from you, I don't want to be around you. So a lot of people, just assume that it's just kind of just Chi-town, spit, hardcore, spoiled daughter of this big, huge blues sensation, and it's not like that. I'm very cool, very down to earth. I do not prefer the spotlight. Cameras make me nervous, and I just love music. I would recommend Buddy Guy as a books. I'm not really a book reader. I'm not gonna sit here in front like I read books. I've always been like the person to kind of skim through it, or I'm trying to get more into it now. I just kind of purchased the most recent book that I purchased is How to Start and Run Your Own Record Label Successfully in the Digital Era. And another book that I would recommend is my father's, Buddy Guy, is When I Left Home. Because I've been honestly telling a lot of artists here in Chicago, you gotta get out of here. If you really want it to happen for you, you gotta go. And he breaks down a lot of powerful tips and moments about, how it is hard to kind of pack up and leave everything that you're used to go out and, follow your dreams. But he also wraps it up to tell you how blessed and how successful he's become just for doing that. Something that my fans don't know about me that they might find interesting is I love to cook. I love interior decorating. I can't let my house look the same for longer than a month or 2 months. Even if it's not buying new furniture, I just got to move everything around. I got to move this couch over here, this plant over there, this picture over here. So I was supposed to go to school for interior decorating, but the deal with Infamous Syndicate took off as soon as I graduated high school. So I never got to dabble into that. My mom still kind of gets on me about not going back to school and pursuing that because she knows how much I love it. Like I still do it at home just as a hobby. When I'm cooking, I like to cook Southern food. So I'll make oxtail stew. I'll make, of course, the homemade dressing, greens, macaroni and cheese, yams, turkey, Cornish hens. I've really been into making these smothered turkey chops because I stopped eating pork. I'm gradually getting into my vegetarianism, but I've got to take steps because I love food so much. So I cut off pork, but it was like, I needed something. So I found out they make these turkey chops. So I make them and I smother them with rice, and I might make like a great northern bean and rice with it, a lima bean and rice with it or something like that. But I grew up eating like that. So it is only right. I would feel like a failure if I couldn't get in the kitchen and throw down like that. Because not only my pops, but my mom kind of, put her hands in the kitchen and can burn too. So definitely anything like Southern. Like I'm not really into like the pastas or little grilled lobster tails and stuff like that. I go to a restaurant and get that. When I'm cooking at home, it's gonna be some down home Southern soul food cooking.